This is Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. Motorola claimed that the Fusion name was inspired by the idea of fusing physical beauty along with high performance. So you'd have good reason to expect a handsome device. For our part, we certainly like the design. The Edge 30 Fusion sports an undeniably classy aesthetic. It is not a particularly large device and fits very snugly in hand. Much of that comfort comes from its symmetrically curved front and back sides. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion comes with a spacious 6.55-inch OLED display. In case you were wondering, the P doesn't really mean much in this context and is simply Motorola's choice for marketing of what is essentially a modern AMOLED display. The P does indicate that it was made by LG. The panel in question looks mighty impressive on paper. It has 10-bit color and is hardware certified for HDR10+. On top of that, it has a native refresh rate of 144 Hz and supports a few other refresh mods. The Edge 30 Fusion excels in both metrics. At 100% brightness on the slider, it managed a very respectable 516 nits. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion has a hybrid stereo speaker setup. That is to say that there is a dedicated bottom-firing speaker for one of the channels and the amplified earpiece handles the other one. This is a very common approach nowadays. The Edge 30 Fusion runs Android 12 from the get-go. It packs a Snapdragon 888 Plus chipset, that's an ex-flagship Qualcomm chip with all of the bells and whistles that entails, as well as top-notch performance. In the CPU department, it has a 1x299 GHz Cortex-X, and 3x242 GHz Cortex-A78, and 4x180 GHz Cortex-A55 configuration, alongside an Adreno 660 GPU. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion has a triple camera setup on the back. The main camera uses a 50MP OmniVision OV50A sensor behind an f/1.8 lens. It has an 8192 by 6144 native resolution, 1.0 micrometers individual pixels and a 1.5 sensor size. On the selfie side, the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion uses a 32MP Samsung ISOCELL S5 KGD2 sensor. It sits behind an f/2.2 lens and has a 0.8 total size. Motorola has a special desktop environment, which you can use on the larger monitor, and you can use for increased productivity alongside a mouse and keyboard. Naturally, there is USB OTG or host support, so you can attach any number of USB devices. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion has a 4400 mAh battery pack on board. That's not huge, but not small either, especially considering the phone's thin 7.5mm profile and relatively light weight at 172 grams. The Edge 30 Fusion is a really fast charging device. It went from dead up to 82% in just 30 minutes, and a full charge took 52 minutes on the dot. That's rather impressive, even if not industry leading. If you have gotten value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe to Tech 5 for more.